apologize there, folks. Had some technical difficulties. We are started here at Coulee Conference action in JV volleyball with Viroqua taking on Black River Falls. I am Tom Lohr, your host this evening, and bringing you this volleyball match tape delay. We currently have Viroqua serving 4, serving 3, and that is Addie Gary with the serve for Viroqua. Last home contest here for Viroqua. This is number 6 serving for Black River, Kendall Campen. Nice block attempt there by that is Kowalczyk and Schneider on the block. Kowalczyk serves, 5 serving 4. Nice set there by Black River. Resets for, I believe that is Bailey Clark with the spike for Viroqua. It's going to be out of bounds, spiked out of bounds by Black River. Viroqua out to a 2-point lead in this first set, 6 serving 4 on the serve from Kowalczyk. Bumped into the net, taken away by Pettibone of Black River. Hard spike by Schneider and set by Pettibone. Free hit over by Black River, set up by Hooks. Clark spikes, finds a hardwood, and that is going to be .7 scored in favor of Viroqua, them hanging on to the serve of Kowalczyk. Lauren goes to serve, gets ready. As I said, 7 serving 4. Going to be a little long on that one. Goes out of bounds and side out to Black River. This is number 13, Morgan Berg, serving. Berg's serve is good. Bumped up by Geary and hits the ceiling and comes back down, hits the hardwood, gives a point to Black River. Berg, 6 serving 7, and bumped out of bounds by Gary, Addie Gary. Leah Slack, the libero for Viroqua, and for Black River, I believe that is it's number 17. She's not listed on, I'm sorry, Samantha Barra for the Black River Tigers. Nice serve here. Bumped up, handled by Slack, sent over by Schneider. Free hit over by Black River. Bumped up by Geary. Set to Schneider. Schneider with a hard spike, and ties the game up, side out Viroqua. This is going to be Olivia Willis coming in to serve for Viroqua. Nice serve just over the net. Slack bumps. Set by Willis and spiked over by, that is Hooks. Reese Hooks with the nice placement of the ball. Goes right in front of the baseline back there, the back line, and point Viroqua. 9 serving 8. Viroqua to serve. Willis is a nice serve. And the libero, who is Samantha Barra for Black River, ends up handling it, but puts it into the net unhandled by Black River. Point to Viroqua. Up in the rafters, free hit over by Black River. Willis sets Schneider with a nice spike. Takes care of that one, 11 serving 8 on the point run from Willis. Trying to get my angle right here. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Slack bumps set by Willis, and Schneider tries to kind of tap that ball over and ends up sending it short of the net, ends up hitting the net and falls on the hardwood. This is Tubbs, Alyssa Tubbs from Black River with the serve, handled by Viroqua, free hit over by Geary and set into the net, and unable to handle it is Lopez from Black River. Side out, back to Viroqua. Samantha Schneider to serve. Serve is good. Unhandled by Berra. Goes out of bounds and going to end up putting Viroqua up by 4, 13 serving 9. Dug out well by Black River. Free hit over. Slacks gets it to Willis, and that is Clark with the nice spike and keeps Viroqua in the point run. We're going to take a break. 14-9 your score. Black River calls the timeout. Back we go here. The ref's ready to start action. There, maybe that's a little better angle on it. Looks better from here. Nice volley going here. It's Clark, or Geary with the nice spike. Handled by Black River. And it's going to be a 4-hit violation on Black River. And Viroqua maintains serve. 15 serving 9 is Schneider. Schneider's going to go a little long on that one, deep into the backcourt. Ends up going out of bounds, giving side out back to Black River. Black River Samantha Berra, the libero, will serve. Dug out well by Viroqua. Free hit over by Hooks. Set, and that is Lopez, I believe. Jaleesa Lopez can't get that spike to go and ends up keeping Viroqua in this point run. 16 serving 10, side out back to Leah Slack, the libero for Viroqua. Slack hits it long, and that one's going to go out of bounds, unfortunately. This is going to be Jaleesa Lopez with the serve for Black River. 11 serving 16. Dug out nice by Slack. Set up by Willis. And Hooks going to get a little bit underneath that ball. Sends it long out of bounds. Is Viroqua. Keeps service in the hands of Black River. And this is by Tori Pettibone. I'm sorry. And ends up having an ace there. Kind of comes back to within 3, 13, serving 16. Dug out by Schneider, set by Willis, and now Geary gets too much on that one, out of bounds. Viroqua Black River on a nice little point run here. 14 serving 16 on the arm of Pettibone. And that ball, it's going to go out of bounds. Black River trying to tie it up, 15 serving 16. Back corner, well handled by Schneider. Sets it up. Lopez free hits it over. Set up by Slack. Clark ends up just tapping the back line on that, keeping it inbounds. Nice play, and ends a run here by Black River. Viroqua will serve 17, serving 15. This is Reese Hooks with the serve. She ends up putting that one into the net. And couldn't get handled. Nice serve by Black River. All tied up here now, 17 all. And that is Jaleesa Lopez with the serve. And dug out by Geary. Set up by Hooks. And that is Maya Hansen with the nice hit across. Comes back to Hansen. Hansen spikes that one into the net and ends up giving Black River, I believe, the first lead of the evening, 18-17. Slack bumps it up, sets up by Hooks, and that is Hansen once again. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Viroqua was going to talk about it. 19-17 your score. Black River up by 2. All right, back to Viroqua we come in this Coulee Conference contest. Timeout works. Gets side out back to Viroqua on the failed serve. That is going to be Geary with the serve. Nice serve to the backcourt. Free hit over. Hook sets to Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk puts the ball right where it needed to be, right in the center of everybody, and successfully ties the game, 19 all. This is Geary with the serve, bumped up by, not sure who that was. Geary couldn't get him behind that one. Ends up getting the point back, the serve back to Black River, and Black River hanging on to a 1-point lead with the serve, 20-19. This is number 6, Kendall Campen with the serve, bumped up by Slack, free hit over by Kowalczyk, and this is number 16, Jada Oliver. I don't know if they missed an I in that. It was Olver, but I'm assuming they missed an I in Oliver, but Oliver, maybe. All tied up at 20. This is Lauren Kowalczyk with the serve. Bumped up by Tubbs. Spiked by Tubbs. Clark just puts the ball right over the top of the defense. Nice play. Side out Viroqua. Or I'm sorry, Viroqua maintains serve. 21-20 the score in a tight first set in JV action. Kowalczyk, nice serve. Handled by Lopez. Pushed back up and over by Pettibone. And Berra tries to bump that ball directionally back into the midcourt. Puts it over into the stands. And Black River's going to talk about it with their timeout. We're going to be back. We have a score of 22-20. Viroqua has the serve. So I'm sorry, did not hit the recording, but it was an exciting finish. 25-23 your score. Sorry about that. Viroqua up 1-0. in JV action. Back we come. Viroqua has a serve in set number 2. Qualichek free hits it over. Free hit by Black River. Hook sets it up to Qualichek. Qualichek spikes the ball across. And they're going to get a 2-hit violation on Viroqua. And I tell you what, folks, I'm going to try to just get this camera as far back as I can and leave it be and not try to move it around. It's not cooperating with me. I apologize. Qualichek spikes that ball into the net and ends up giving serve back to Viroqua. This is number 15. Victory Pettibone of Black River. Serve is good and somehow got dug out by Slack, but she couldn't get a spot where Hooks could handle it, and tried to get back up and hit that ball out. Qualichek spike is blocked. Olivia Willis hits the ball, dribbles over the net, falls onto the hardwood, and ties the game up at 2. Addie Geary to serve, dug out by Black River, kind of set up into the net, and Geary keeps serve 3, serving 2 in the second set. Nice serve, just rolls up and over the net. Rally scoring, you can do that. 4, serving 2. Viroqua up to 2-point lead in set number 2. That is Tubbs. Hits that one a little bit short into the net, and Viroqua getting up to a 3-point lead here in set number 2 on Geary's serve. Andy Geary has a nice serve, hard to handle by Black River. Free hit over, and Hook sets that up to Schneider, and Schneider just couldn't quite get to it. Awkwardly tries to get that over the net, but hits the antenna in the net and falls short. Serve back to Black River. Jaleesa Lopez serves, but ends up not being a good serve and gives serve side out. Viroqua, Leah Slack to serve, 6, serving 3. And Slack returns the favor. Gives the ball right back to Black River, 4, serving 6. This is Kendall Campen with the serve. And Hook's trying to handle that off the net. It was a tough one to handle, but can't quite do it, and ends up being a 5, serving 6 game. Schneider with a nice spike, handled somehow by Black River. Clark free hits it over, and didn't know if that one was going to go out of bounds. Clark meets the ball right at the net, spikes it down, gets served back. This is going to be Olivia Willis with the serve, 7, serving 5. Viroqua still having a 2-point lead. Willis has a nice serve. Tubbs bumps, and that is going to go out of bounds on a long hit from Jada Oliver. Or over. 8, serving 5. Willis with some nice serves here tonight. Sets the ball up to Clark. Clark stays where she's at, hits the ball over. And that's going to be long on the spike attempt from Vera of Black River. 9 serving 5. Willis on a nice serving run here for Viroqua. Set to over. Schneider with a nice spike with authority to the backcourt. Couldn't get handled by Black River, and it's going to be 10 serving 5. Viroqua on a nice point run here midway through this second set. Schneider with a heads-up bump gets it to Willis, who sets it to Clark, spikes it across, couldn't get handled by Black River. And Black River's going to take a timeout. They're going to think about it. We'll be right back. Back we come. Olivia Willis to serve. 11 serving 5, and she ends up serving that one into the net. Ruins the rhythm, does Black River, off the timeout. And that is going to be 6 serving 11. Morgan Berg to serve for Black River. Nice serve, dug out well by Slack. And going to be free hit over by Slack on the bump from Willis. And Viroqua wrestles that one right back. 12 serving 6. Sam Schneider to serve. Schneider has a nice serve. It's going to be an ace. Right off the bump attempt from Alyssa Tubbs of Black River. And that ball had some velocity on it. 13 serving 6. And once again gets her second ace in a row. Viroqua up by 8 in this second set. 14 serving 6. And that ball is going to be long. Hit a little strong by Schneider. Puts side out to Black River. 7 serving 14. Geary with a nice bump. Set by Willis. And Clark puts that one right in the back of the backcourt. Exactly where it needed to be. Inbounds, side out back to Viroqua. 15 serving 7. Bailey Clark gets serve. Nice serve. Bumped up into the net. Handled by Black River. And the free hit attempt by Jada Olver ends up not being accurate into the net. And point Viroqua, 16 serving 7. Bailey Clark with another serve. Going to be long. And gets it back to Black River. This is going to be Samantha Barra, the libero, serving 8, serving 16. Bump by Schneider, set by Willis, and a nice hit there by, that is Hansen. Pushed over by Black River, and Kowalczyk tries to catch Black River sleeping, can't quite get to it. Nice block, and they're going to call Black River into the net on some nice net play by the Viroqua Blackhawks. Effort from Hansen and Kowalczyk. Really had to work hard and fend that offensive move off by Black River. 17 serving 8. This is Reese. Hooks with the serve. Nice spike there by Geary. And it put that one into the stands. And it's 18 serving 8. Viroqua kind of running away with this one, folks. And they're gonna call a double hit violation by Black River. I'm not certain who it was. And Black River's going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. 19-8 your score. Viroqua out big in this one. Back we come. Reese Hooks to serve. And the block attempt by Kowalczyk, no good. gives the serve back to Black River. 9 serving 19 score in the second set. Reese Hooks sets to Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk's spike is blocked, and that is a well-placed hit there by Samantha Schneider, and puts Viroqua up by 11, 20-9. Addie Geary with the serve and bumped out of bounds. That was Victoria Pettibone bumping that one out of bounds. 21 serving 9. Black River they call Lauren Kowalczyk into the net and gives serve back to Black River. This is Jaleesa Lopez with the serve, and she does a nice job of hustling to get to that ball. Ends up not being handled by the rest of the Black River players. 22 serving 10 on the serve by the libero Leah Slack. Slack's serve is good to the back row. Berra. And good hustle by Viroqua, but they can't quite get underneath it. Ends up going into the net or underneath the net. 11 serving 22. This is number 6, Kendall Campen of Black River. Sets to Clark. Clark's going to be long on that, unfortunately, and goes deep out of bounds. And another point for Black River. 12-22 the score. Hooks with a nice set to Willis. Willis gets way to the back court. And Schneider gets that one dug out. And nice volley here on both teams. And I guess say that hit the antenna. It's going to be Viroqua side out. 23-12, Olivia Willis with the serve. She aced a few last set to end the set. Dug out by Black River. Nice bump by Slack, set up by Willis. Clark with the hard spike and just handled by Black River, but Berg just couldn't get that ball off the net. Game point on Willis for the second set in a row. Quickly dumped over by Black River. And Schneider, a little off the net, ends up spiking that one into the net. And it's going to be side out to Black River. Still game point. And this is Berg with the serve. Free hit over right on the line. And that is kind of a placement touch pass over by Tubbs of Black River. Black River down by 10, 14 serving 24. Another game point here. Clark serves back to Schneider, and Schneider gets the ball over and tries to get that ball up straight in the air, but not to be handled. Black River down by 9, 15 serving 24. Serves that one into the net. That is your set. And set number 2 goes to Viroqua. That is 25-15. We'll take a break. All right, back we come to the Viroqua High School Gymnasium. Black River Falls coming to town, play the Viroqua Blackhawks in JV action. Got some new host of players here. We've got, for Viroqua, number 9, Ella Simonson in for her first action of the evening. And we have Mira Roselle in the game for the first time also. Well, I take that back. Black River getting the first point off the serve. That is Hooks with the spike, handled by Black River. Tubbs hits it over, and that is Kowalczyk getting tall on that, but hitting the ball out of bounds. Simonson with a nice dig, puts it over. Slack sets it to Simonson. She puts it back over. And some poor communication or confusion, whatever you want to call it, on the part of Black River. One serving two on the serve from Hooks. Hooks with a nice serve, puts it on the bump back from Black River, kind of sets it right back to Viroqua. They end up spiking the ball. I believe it was Kowalczyk. Two serving two to score. And Hooks kind of in a hurry a little bit on that one. Short arms the serve and ends up putting it underneath the net. And this is going to be side out back to Black River. Three serving two. This is Lopez with the serve. Dug out by Slack. And Tubbs with some nice net play on her own right by Black River. Slack gets to the back corner. And Hooks sets it up over to Simonson. She ends up hitting that one in the net. Fourth point to Black River. And this, once again, is Lopez with the serve of Black River. Four serving two. That's going to go a little deep. And they're going to say that one was in, just fell in bounds. Tough to judge. I probably would have let that go myself. But ends up putting Black River up by three in this consolation third set. And they're going to say, I honestly, I don't know what that, it's kind of a illegal move over here on some subs for Simonson serves. And Tubbs pushes the ball over, blocked by Kowalczyk and Hansen. Some nice net play by Viroqua. Gets point number four serving five. Ella Simonson to serve. Just gets over the net and ties the game up at 5. And Roselle is in the game for Viroqua. Simonson serves to the center and spiked by Berg, but out of bounds. And going to put Viroqua up to their first lead of this set. Simonson serves. That ball is going to go out of bounds, so all tied back up at 6. And that one just touched the back corner on the serve from number 6, Kendall Campen. And that one she's going to get all of. And that is Mira Roselle that Got to put that ball into the net, unfortunately. Ends up going back to Black River, and Berg's serve is out of bounds. Puts serve back to Viroqua in this tight third set. 8 serving 8. Olivia Willis into serve. Barra is going to bump that ball up, and Tubbs hits it long out of bounds. 9 serving 8. And Tubbs kind of saw a gap and went for it. Tubbs to serve. She ends up having a good serve to Simonson, and Slack kind of ready for it, but Simonson tries to bump that ball up and ends up going out of bounds. And this is going to be long. A lot of these tonight. 10 serving 10 is the score. Roselle in to serve for Viroqua. Serve goes off the side of her hand, unfortunately, and out of bounds. (11 serving 10). Barra to serve from Black River. And she's going to get all of that. She's going to go deep. (11 all the score. Leah Slack to serve. Nice serve. Gets bumped by Tubbs out of bounds and puts Viroqua up by 1, 12 serving 11. Slack to serve. It's a nice one. Deep into the court. Tubbs hits it over. Dug out by Slack. Set by Willis. And going to be free hit over by Simonson. Set up. Well, just pushed over by Black River. Willis sets to Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk lightly hits the ball over. And kind of free hit over by Black River. Nice volley going here. That is Geary with the hard hit to the backcourt. Pushed over by Black River, set up by Slack. Simonson with a nice spike attempt there. They push the ball back over. Slack ends up bumping that ball up. And Black River hits it over. Willis bumps it, sets up by Slack. That is to Reese Hooks. Kowalczyk spikes it, handled by Black River. And Kowalczyk blocks that one. And ends up hitting the ceiling, and that is illegal. Can hit the ceiling and come back in the same field of play as the team that hits it there. And but cannot do that on the opposite team's court. 13 serving 11 on a long point, and Hooks can't quite get that one over. Side out back to Black River. Black River will have Victoria Pettibone, 12 serving 13. Nice dig by Simonson. And they're going to have a 2-hit violation by Viroqua. Ties this game up at 13. This JV match has moved quickly, folks. It's they've been kind of chugging right along here. We're already in set 3, all tied up at 13. And that ball spiked hard by Lauren Kowalczyk. 14-13 the score. Ella Simonson with the serve. And they're going to call either someone in the net or an illegal move in position. All tied up at 14. This is Jaleesa Lopez for Black River serving. And Roselle tries to kind of bump that ball up off the fingertips and a little too strong, and it goes backwards out of bounds. And Black River up by 1, 15 serving 14. And there she gets a handle of it and hooks with a nice attempt to get that ball over. Dives, but can't keep it in bounds. And hooks, didn't think anybody was going to get to it, ends up trying to bump that one. Poor angle, ends up going out of bounds. Timeout by Viroqua, 17-14. Black River up by 3. All right, back we come. Black River trying to get off the Schneid and avoid the sweep. Viroqua ends up just touching that beam and going to give Black River the point. Black River building a 4-point lead here. 18 serving 14 the score. And Lopez with some nice serves here, but on a serving run herself, puts Black River up to their biggest lead of the night by 5, 19 serving 14. Roselle comes out, Geary comes in. Viroqua trying to stop a rally here by unfortunately, Vera serves that one into the net. 15, serving 19 is Kowalczyk. Black River gets that ball back to Tubbs, and she hits that one long. Viroqua back to within 3, 16 serving 19. Nice serve by Kowalczyk. Put up to Tubbs. Tubbs pushes it over. Bumped up by Geary and brought back to Geary. She taps it over. Tapped over by Black River. Kowalczyk sets it to Geary. Just a little too far out of bounds to get back up over that antenna legally. So puts side out back to Black River. Black River hanging in this one by a 4-point lead. And this is Campen with the serve, sets to Geary. Geary with a nice hit and puts it in the center court in the back and gets Viroqua back to within 3. And Leah Slack to come in and serve. Well, I take that back. Olivia Willis will serve. Willis has finished each one of these sets with her own serve, I believe. And that one's going to get hit all the way across the court, out of bounds, and puts Viroqua to within 2, 18 serving 20. As I said, Viroqua winning 2 sets already tonight, and Black River trying to avoid the sweep. And that one, I got to say, was in. Well, out. I'm sorry, it was out. Keeps serve back in Viroqua's hands. Willis serving 19, serving 20. Set back up, and that hit across the court by Olver ends up getting Black River with the serve back. They are up by 2, 21, serving 19. Clark free hits it over. Set up, and tough set there by Pettibone, and Olver couldn't quite handle it. Gets served back to Addie Geary. This one is going to be 20-21. Gary with a nice serve to the libero. Berra puts it up, sets it to Tubbs. Tubbs taps it over, and Willis sets it over to Clark. Clark hits it to the backcourt. Set up here to Tubbs. Tubbs is going to find a place and puts Black River back up by 2 in this third set, 22-20. This one a lot closer than the second set. First set was close as well. Willis sets to Hooks. Hooks hits it, and nice attempt, but couldn't get handled by Black River. And Viroqua just trying to get even in this game, down by 1, 21-22, to try to sweep the Tigers in JV action. Slack hits it, going to be deep, going to be out of bounds, and gives Black River the serve back, 23-21. Here is the serve from Berra of Black River. And she also hits that one deep, and free hit over is good. Hooks with a heads-up play there, and that is Willis gets it to, and nice teamwork there by Viroqua, and they keep it to within 1, 22-23, and this is going to be Reese Hooks with the serve. Hooks having a little bit of trouble getting legal serves over tonight. See if she can do better here. And she hits the line, ties this game up. I would have been with the Black River players, thought that ball was going to carry out of bounds. Just plain stopped. Timeout call by Black River, all tied up at 23. Back we come to this exciting finale of this JV contest, and Hooks ends up hitting that one long. 24-23 your score. This is Victory Pettibone with the serve. This is going to be game point for the third set. Black River trying to avoid this sweep of Viroqua. Kwalachek hits it over, and they end up putting it in the net. And it's going to go extra points here, folks. We're all tied up at 24. And this will be Simonson. Simonson with a good serve. Taps it over. Kwalachek gets it up in the air. Set to Rizal. Rizal gets it across. Pushed over. And Black River gets side out back to them. And this is going to be Lopez, probably the most impressive player so far on the Black River JV squad, with the serve. 24 serving 25. And Lopez ends up putting it into the net. We're going to go an extra couple points here, folks. All tied up at 25 is Viroqua against Black River. Kwalachek. And the block goes out of bounds. Point back to Black River. 26-25. They're going to serve game point here, I believe, for the third time. And that's going to be out of bounds. And we're all tied back up at 26. Someone trying to get on a run. We're going to rotate. Olivia Willis in to once again try to close this set out. She needs 2 in a row, folks. And handled by Black River. Put up, pushed over by Black River. Kind of on a free hit. That is Hooks. Cross court, and couldn't get handled by Berg of Black River. And Viroqua, I believe, is up to their first lead of this third set. 27-26. Game point is Willis's serve, and she ends up hurrying it and ties it back up at 27. This one goes deep. Roselle. Free hit over by Viroqua. Bumped up by Black River. Set. That was to Tubbs. Tubbs had a really nice hit on that. And ends up and Roselle ends up hitting it. That's going to be the third set conclusion, 29-27. Viroqua fighting hard to get back in that one. We'll be back with varsity action in just a bit. Viroqua wins that one 2-1 in JV action.